Hey Spartans, welcome back. It's pretty common knowledge that video game movies don't do pretty well. There's a ton of franchises that excel pretty good on the media of their choice, but when they are turned into a live action movie, apparently everything goes south pretty quick. Doom Annihilation comes out today, October 1st, 2019, and it's been receiving lots of attention because of the direction the movie is going to take and the stuff Universal 1440 were showing on the trailers for the movie. Everyone was sure this movie was going to fail, and lots of things are pointing in that direction. The movie was leaked some days ago and I already did a video on the movie, mainly expressing my raw, unfiltered thoughts on it. I had to rewatch the movie for a third time to write some parts of this script and rewatch it again for some select pieces I'm going to dissect in this video. So in total, I've watched this movie 4 times already. If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing, and I will really appreciate if this video reaches 5,000 likes. I've already invested 6 hours for this video in movie watching alone. And let me know what do you think about the movie in the comment section down below. And so, let's see if Doom Annihilation is the Dragon Ball evolution, the Attack on Titan, the Mortal Kombat annihilation of Doom. I know that some people are going to come out of this movie saying something like, oh, now that I've seen this, Doom 2005 with The Rock is a masterpiece, it's way better. And I know why you would say that, but if we are approaching this subject objectively, there are some things that Doom 2005 does wrong that Doom Annihilation does right. The movie starts with a montage of the UAC Corporation doing their first test on living organic matter teleportation. In other words, teleporting humans from Earth to the Phobos moon. It's said that the first 15 minutes are the most important ones in any film, because in that time frame is where the viewers are the most receptive on what you are giving them. And I believe that Doom Annihilation does a good job on that note. With just 20 minutes in, everything inside the UAC facility has gone south. A failed experiment has caused hell to let loose inside the Phobos space station, and it's up to our squad to fix the problem. But I just cannot understand how is the squad going to fix a major problem like this one when they cannot even fix themselves. Everyone in the squad, for the exception of Captain Savage and Dr. BS, are mathed to our protagonist, Joe and Doc. And also I just cannot believe they used the protagonist from Perfect Dark or simply just Joanna of the Ark to make this character. One of the most important aspects in any piece of storytelling is to have likable characters. And for Doom Annihilation, that's a mixed disaster. Most of the cast is composed of characters that are borderline edgy. And it's okay to hate characters because of their motives, but hating a character doesn't make him a bad character objectively. But a cringy character, that's a whole other story, man. For example, Rey is not hated within the movie, but her character is. She's just so cringy and her motives are completely idiotic. There's only a handful of characters that I really liked and enjoyed in the movie. Captain Savage, which is Doomguy number 1, the Chaplain, which is Doomguy number 2, Dr. BS, Winslow, Dr. Betruger, and our protagonist, Joe and Doc. And yes, even though she pretty much trashed the Doom community, I did like her character. Then we have pretty much 10 minutes of this. Which was quite boring in my opinion, and they even do it after some firefights. This was one of the things Doom 2005 was mainly criticized for. That is pretty much a spooky walking simulator. The guns they are using all look like plastic. There's just no way to deny it. Even someone with bad sight would be able to tell that this is definitely not real. They should have bought some airsoft replicas. They look just like the real deal, man. And it's the same thing with the sets. The UAC corridors look lifeless. There's not that much happening in the background, and I know that they could have made a better job on this. Also, the color palette. The entire of the UAC shots look like they added a bluish undertone shade on top of the event, on top of the footage, because it's all blue, blue. I don't know, it's not nice to see that. The action sequences are well made, and thank God. It seems that the director knew the type of cringy characters he had and killed them at the very beginning, and just left most of the likable ones. And well, 30 minutes into the movie, and they pull this.
Found a body. It's one of ours. Sergeant William Blaskovich.
I even had a quick exchange of words with this guy. Apparently this is not Doomguy, because there's no the third on the ID card. And okay, let's say that this is not Doomguy. They still killed Terror Billy. They still killed BJ Blazkowicz, Wolfenstein guy. That in and on itself has the same weight as killing Doomguy off screen. That's just a big and huge insult to the Doom community and to the Wolfenstein community as well, which is pretty much Doom 2. And he doesn't even look like him in the first place. He doesn't look like BJ Blazkowicz. Nothing at all. Do you already see the problem with this movie? I think this movie had the potential to be leagues better, but it's just that the studio made some really idiotic decisions with what they had. The Chaplain or Captain Savage could have easily be Doomguy or BJ Blazkowicz. Easy, no questions asked. The moment they casted one of the two, they should have said, can you shoot a gun? If so, then you are Doomguy. But no, they decided to have a chaplain which was just used to save our protagonist and remember her faith, and Captain Savage died in the most idiotic way possible. Two incredible characters that had great potential to be Doomguy or even to be one of the last ones alive were led to waste in the most idiotic way possible. The Chaplain dies to the fireball of an imp after saving our protagonist, and Captain Savage got underwhelmed after having a really amazing scene because he forgot to retreat with his squad. I think I'm speaking for everyone when I say that at least one of these two characters should have become Doomguy, and at least repent through the demon horde with our protagonist on the finale. But no, that never happened. The CG of the gates was quite decent, and that's the only time I'm going to praise the CGI of the film. Every set of CGI looks taken from a pre-rendered scene of a Final Fantasy film. There's a complete disconnect from real to fake, and it just throws you from the experience because it is very notable and easy to see. And the special effects are not that consistent. The fireballs from the imps look like the most basic particle ever in Adobe Premiere, and the blood splatters on the zombie men are not that consistent too. Sometimes they look okay and sometimes they do not. I know that I say this a lot, but if Corridor Crew were to watch this movie and react to it, they will dissect it pretty good and brutally. I find it ironic that BG's keycard was the one that had access to the BFG 9000, and okay, the BFG 9000, I like the introduction it had, for the exception of that load it, set it, let it pop. I think that was one of the cringiest lines in the movie, to be honest, but I just cannot understand how they got the gun wrong. This is not the BFG 9000 we know. This is just basically a plasma rifle that shoots green plasma. Each shot only kills one demon and that's it. They even had BFG grenades which did way more damage than the BFG, which I find that idiotic. The BFG is supposed to be the strongest weapon in Doom, and some grenades were able to fully stop a horde of dozens of demons at one point. If you guys didn't notice when you watched the movie, not even once they show two imps in the same scene, and I think it's pretty obvious why. They only had the time or budget to create one suit for an imp, which doesn't even look that good in close-up scenes. Like, in rooms with no light, the imp looks good, to be honest, but when light shines on it, you are able to see all of the flaws it has. And who thought that giving the imps these weird looking squishy fingers was a good idea? And lastly, we arrive to hell. They say that the reason why they delayed this movie for 5 months was to improve the CGI in one of the demons, but nah man, no les creo nada. It really shows that they used all of their CGI budget in this scene alone, which lasted 11 minutes. And well, it really does look good, I'm not going to lie, but this just doesn't look like hell. And I know that's dumb to say because no one knows how hell looks like in the first place, but Doom 2016 and Constantine really nailed the hell aesthetic. A plane that is in constant destruction and desolation. And this, in quotes, hell looks like a lifeless planet. Period. So in the hell notes, I think they could have done a better job. And I cannot be the only one that thought that the last boss was a Hellraiser at the beginning. But nah, es imposible. That's impossible. And just like I said, the only reason why we think this is hell and they are demons is because Chaplin mentioned it in the movie. But no, this demonic dude goes around saying stuff that point out that they are just some alien species and that they are going to reclaim something that was rightfully theirs since the very beginning. So, did they live on Earth thousands of years ago? Who are they? Find out in Doom Annihilation 2, because yeah, we have a cliffhanger at the end of the movie, so they are probably going to make Doom Annihilation 2 in the future. And so, in conclusion, Doom Annihilation is a movie that would do right if it didn't have Doom in the title. It's an okay sci-fi film, but not an okay Doom movie. It did some things right, like world building, some parts of the writing, and the actor of Dr. Betruger did an incredible job doing it as the crazy scientist. But it also did lots of things wrong, like having cheesy Easter eggs, cringy, unlikable and bland characters, disrespecting the fanbase with killing Doomguy or BJ, lying about having more demons in the movie, bad CGI and special effects, and not getting the BFG right. The movie could have been better, but they made the wrong decisions with what they had. It's a 6 out of 10 for me. So okay, Spartans, please let me know what you think about this video and the movie down below. Leave a like if you did and leave a dislike if you didn't. Do not forget to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, and me know join the Discord server. And thanks to all of my Patreon supporters. I love you guys to death. Have an incredible day, and I'll see you guys in my next video about Quake Eternal, I believe. Who knows? Los quiero mucho. Adiós.